A very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, eminent members of the Euro-Onco fraternity, and all our most distinguished guests. It is our pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to this section of the program of the Global Euro-Oncology Congress. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, that we are partnering and presenting as the Euro-Onco section of the USI. And we intend to look at the core positives of the gloomy scenario of increasing cancer incidence and, of course, mortality. But what we say is, even now, with increasing technological inputs, with the robotic revolution, and, of course, the skill of our Euro-Onco surgeons, the mortality rate is less than the survival rate. So we are going to look at that positive, and we are going to say with confidence, combat cancer with courage. With these few words, I would call upon the stage some of the legends and luminaries of the fraternity. May I call Dr. P.N. Dogra, Dr. Ajay Kumar, our patron, the British Deputy High Commissioner, Dr. Andrew Fleming, Dr. Amit Ghosh, who is shouldering the burden of organization as the organizing chairman, Dr. Ravi Mohan Mabuduru, our scientific committee chairman, Dr. Tarun Jindal, our organizing secretary, and of course, extraordinary members of the faculty who have come from abroad to join this Congress, and they are Dr. Prokar Dasgupta, Dr. Alan McNeil, Dr. Arnulf Stenzel, and I think I have called all the dignitaries who would be present in this initial section, right? Khurshid Guru has also joined us, and I hope we have not. Dr. Simon Hughes. Dr. Simon Hughes. Can we have another chair, please? Right, thank you. And Dr. Raj Nair. One more chair. Right. So, now that we'll need another chair for Dr. Nair. Thank you so much. Right. So now that everyone is seated, may I request our organizing chairman, Dr. Amit Ghosh, for the welcome address.
I would request the press not to shout and scream in front of the elite audience here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege as organizing chairman of the Global Euro-Oncology Congress. I would request the press to please go to the wings if you have to really shout on each other.
Thank you.
We start again. This is Welcome to Calcutta. This can only happen in Calcutta. Bengalis are controversial. We admire being controversial and therefore accept it with pleasure. Good evening, everybody. The Global Uro-Oncology Congress was conceived about a year ago, or less than a year ago, as a part of Uro-Onco section of the Urological Society of India, which is an international body now, growing in leaps and bounds, and particularly a large body representing a large population in the eastern part of Mother Earth. But today we are in Calcutta. We introduce you to Calcutta very proudly, the erstwhile British capital, which, by consensus opinion, has been ousted from the glory of the past. However, let me remind each and every one of you, this is still the intellectual and cultural capital of this nation, the proud nation, India. Let me also remind you, Calcutta has the soil which has given birth to 6 Nobel laureates. We are a proud nation. We are a nation who is argumentative. And that is why I'm thanking the press to have been the torchbearer this evening of being so argumentative about a seat. But that's Bengal and the Bengalis. I have the pleasure of welcoming Dr. Andrew Fleming, who's only probably joined a few days into his new job as British Deputy High Commissioner. His predecessor, Nick, was a personal friend of mine for many, many years and had really grasped the idea of Bengal in a very big way. And I'm sure Andrew will also. But you have to do it lovingly. You can't lose your temper as I lost with the press just now. That's Bengal. We today have designed this program with 3 objectives in mind, all of them patient-centric. Number 1 objective is it's a scientific congress. So therefore, people have come from all over the world and the nation, and would you believe, 350 of them, to actually enhance the knowledge of uro-oncology. Through arguments, presentations, debates, we try to resolve controversies which will never end. But we are obviously in a better position now than before. And all this advancement is going to benefit the patients. We never thought, when I was young as a student, when prostate cancer was the first, one of the biggest cancers that I managed, and I did my master's thesis on prostate cancer, all we knew about it was prostate cancer is equivalent to death, and we only used to treat them by one single small operation and leave it to the Almighty to take care of him. Today we can proudly say prostate cancer is curable. And that's the second message that we want to propagate. And that's directed towards, we have a responsibility as an association, and therefore we've taken up this onerous job of doing a patient awareness program this evening. And you will witness this a little later, what we mean by that. If we don't propagate, if we don't break myths, who will? So it is our responsibility not only to enhance our knowledge, but to actually propagate through you, the media, instead of being argumentative. Please take on some responsibility, shoulder to shoulder, to spread this awareness that there are myths. Today, cancer is conquerable, and we should do that. So that's our second objective. And the third objective is, in this nation, we've come a long way. And riding on the shoulders of many. There are living legends all over the world and in this nation, and we've decided to recognize that as an award ceremony. We are going to award many outstanding living legends, of which the first award will go to Dr. Mani Menon, and we will call that the Tagore Award. The prowess of Tagore is undisputed, and therefore we called it the Tagore Award. And I must mention Professor Prakhar Dasgupta, the son of the soil, actually helped me coin this award and was always by my side in trying to enhance this award ceremony as well. So we will have Dr. Mani Menon live. I will come to that. So these are the three objectives. Let us now progress with the rest of the program. I welcome you all. You've tasted your Bengali food today. Bengalis are very good at two things: having their Bengali food, singing Rabindra Sangeet, and being extremely argumentative. But enjoy the Bengalis from Bengal.
Thank you so much. May we now request everyone to participate in the lighting of the lamp ceremony. Can I request the lady to bring... Right. Our chief guest would be leading all the luminaries on the dais for further illumination, the lighting of the lamp.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
Thank you so much. I think this particular moment has been captured in stills and video to our friends from the media's heart's content. So I think, gentlemen, you now have permission to return to your seats. Thank you. Meanwhile, can we request everyone to kindly stand up for the national anthem?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा चञ्चल जलधितरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you. As
Is Dr. Ravindra Sabnis here? Can I ask you to come here, please, for a moment? The Urological Society of India, for the very first time in the history of its long association, has lost Anil. Urological Society of India has lost one of its very active brothers. The secretary in harness, Dr. Lakshman Prabhu. I would just ask Dr. Sabnis to say a line about Dr. Lakshman Prabhu.
Well, all of us feel very sad that our beloved honorary secretary, we lost him on 17th of November. This is the first time in the history of USI that the sitting office bearer has passed away while he was in the office. In fact, he was so active and enthusiastic about all the programs, including this one. He had lots of plans about the UCCon, about this particular program, and we had long chat about how things can be done, how organizations can be progressed, and so many other things. We never thought, and I'm sure anybody in the council or anybody for that matter in the whole USI thought that suddenly he will go away from us. We feel very sad, and in fact, for last few days, we were not actually knowing what to do. But over the period of time, all of us have to accept and digest the fact that he is no more with us, and we only can see him in the memories and on the screen. So we feel sad about it. Thank you for putting this photo and remembering him on this occasion.
Can we once again bother the team to rise up in honor of Lakshman and everybody, please? We all say Om Shanti. Thank you very much. We have achieved a lot in this 9 months of existence as their special uro-oncology section of the USI. I will first call upon the chief guest, Dr. Dogra, to give his blessing remarks for a minute. You can speak from there if you want. You can speak from there.
Well, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really matter of proud moment for all of us that we have taken this step forward in the terms of making some effort to have our own guidelines. We know it's a tremendous job to make the guideline for any nation, and we are in the right direction, and hopefully we will be able to reach to some conclusion. I really grateful to the team led by Dr. Amit, Tarun and Mohan for organizing such an event in this city, Calcutta. And this place takes a pride that this was the first place where a medical school was established in the erstwhile British era in 1800, mid-30s, if I'm not wrong. 1835. Yeah, 1835, I said mid-30s. Okay. And closely followed by Madras, and then of course it spread to other part of the country. So with these remarks, I wish all the best to this team, and I wish that we will be able to reach to some consensus in terms of the guidelines, and that will be a big step forward. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you. May I ask, in this whole journey of Uro-Oncology Congress, we had troubled a lot our chief mentor, Dr. Ajay Kumar. Your couple of lines of blessings from you will be much appreciated.
Thank you, Amit. Well, all the dignitaries sitting on the dais, off the dais, and this mammoth gathering of press and press people in this hall. It seems there are more press people here than the audience. But anyway, I'm really glad, Amit, that in this city of joy, you have really brought joy to all the delegates, the way the conference is organized. And I could see you right from the beginning. When you started this, you had the thought, and then you discussed with me, and then you went ahead with organization about a year ago, it seems. And the way you have conducted the whole thing, and the luminaries in Uro-Oncology you have got gathered in this city to enlighten all the audience is incredible. I have no role to play in all this, except I am the head of the Nideshak Mandal, they call. I am Lal Krishna Advani ji of this whole sort of organization, but still, I am glad that you have honored me by making the patron.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We now move on. One of the functions that the Uro-Oncology section has done is we have liaised with the Guy's Cancer Academy and the entire Guy's team headed by Professor Prakhar Dasgupta, who is a son of the soil, to actually establish a program for observership at Guy's Hospital. The Guy's Hospital has been kind enough to accept this program, and Prakhar actually, as the son of the soil, did us this great favor of declaring this program. So I would welcome Prakhar along with the British Deputy High Commissioner to actually say a few words about this. Prakhar, first, if you can, this, and we'll ask Dr. Andrew Fleming to endorse this.
Good evening, friends. This gathering is led by a team, but every team has a great leader. And that is this man on the stage, Amit.
Thank you.
I can tell you behind the scenes that he has made multiple trips within cities in India, to Europe, and to the United Kingdom to actually make this happen. Each of this was an act of personal friendship and travel across many miles to get us all together. So 3 cheers, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. Now, not a week goes by when at Guy's we receive a request from a young trainee to want to come and visit us. This all disappeared during COVID, but soon after this has started again. We have Ravi here, who has been the recipient of one of these awards from the European Association of Urology, the European Urology Scholarship Program. We have Brushvanu Nayak here. Where is he? He was the second person who came all the way to Guy's. We decided that we would standardize these visits through the Euro-Onco section and through Amit for the trainees wishing to visit Guy's, so that they can come for a month, be with my colleague Raj Nair, a young dynamic robotic surgeon, produce videos, be fully funded, and then return to India to serve the people here. This will commence very soon, and again, Amit, I congratulate you for making this happen. Thank you very much. Andrew, over to you to open this.
May I introduce Dr. Andrew Fleming, who is new to the city but not to the country. It was very kind of him to accept our invitation as a guest of honor, and very appropriately, he is now going to say his little few words about our program of training our residents and our pass-outs with the Guy's Hospital, Guy's Observership Program.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Amit Ghosh, for the invitation, and my respects to other dignitaries on and off the dais. You know, people ask us Deputy High Commissioners who are dotted around India, we're in 7 cities beyond Delhi, what is exactly that we do here? And if I have to answer that question in one sentence, no, it's not about issuing visas. It's about joining dots and trying to, in a small way, help make this kind of collaboration happen. And I'm not sure, quite honestly, what the background that led to this is. I haven't had very detailed information, but I know my predecessor, Nick Lowe, a man I respect very much, just like Dr. Ghosh, also a good friend of mine. And I know that he would have done anything and everything to support this kind of collaboration as best he can. And, you know, I think it's important not only to thank Dr. Ghosh has been done, but also Simon Hughes and Dr. Dasgupta, who have also contributed significantly to making this happen. And what a brilliant opportunity it is for the young faculty of urology to get exposure and experience in modern trends in urology, particularly urocancer management, and many more technical achievements in urology in the UK. This exchange program is going to stimulate skill development. It's going to help upgrade the current cutting-edge technologies and also create opportunities for exchange programs of students and faculties between the two countries in the future. The UK is home to 4 of the world's top 10 medical colleges, and we have a lot of doctors from India, and indeed many from West Bengal itself, who have studied and trained in these colleges in the UK, bringing their expertise back to India. We are keen to collaborate and help expand the network of these Ukraine-trained medical practitioners even further. Technology is transforming healthcare, and the UK in a great position to be India's partner of choice. In the ever-evolving landscape of healthcare, The importance of collaboration and knowledge exchange can never be overstated. The UK is renowned for its world-class medical educational institutions, comprehensive curricula, and cutting-edge research. Through partnerships and exchanges, we aim to enrich our own medical education landscape by sharing our experiences and best practices in education and training. We aim to support the growth of the healthcare profession in India, ensuring the highest standards of care delivery. So again, thank you for this wonderful opportunity to be playing a very small part in attending this Congress. And I once again congratulate the team for the huge strides they are making. And best wishes to this for the future. I really hope that we see it further grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. We've also, as the Uro-Oncology section, collaborated with the BJUI to have access to the BJUI knowledge. Alan McNeil has been kind enough to travel all the way to participate in this, and we'll use this opportunity for him to share his ideas of sharing the BJUI knowledge with us.
I think the kindness is actually yours for inviting me and for getting involved with the BJUI family. I feel deeply honoured to be here representing the Board of Trustees of the BJUI, and I'm here because we are a charity that owns the BJUI Journal and BJUI Campus. The revenues from that have allowed us to develop an online learning platform which we have called BJUI Knowledge. And this is free to access for all trainees globally. And it's our mission to aid and support education in urology around the world. And it really is wonderful that the section of uro-oncology here in India has taken that on board, and it will be accessible to all members of the section. So we really hope you enjoy using it. We hope you benefit from the content, and we would love to collaborate further. So if you have papers you wish to publish, we'd love to hear from you. If you would like to write a module for the BJUI Knowledge, we'd love to hear from you. And I hope this relationship will go on for and grow over the coming years. So thank you again for the invitation.
Thank you, Alan. We have been very ambitious, I must say, raced against time, and did, I think, with the entire council, achieve something which was unimaginable by Indian standards. We have now got a new journal called the Uro Cancer Clinics of India. Can I ask Dr. Annal Stenzel, Dr. Sabnis, Khurshid Guru, Prakhar Das Gupta, and Simon, who has been the backbone behind this, to please come forward for the release of this. The idea behind this is a review of the first one has been on kidney. 3 months later, you will get one on bladder. 3 months later, you will get one on prostate. And the fourth one we'll get on the miscellaneous other tumors of the urinary tract. And this has been a great effort. We promise that the content this time was rushed, but it will be planned in such a way that everybody reads at least this. He will not be far away from recent advances. At least once a year, one copy if you read. I think that is good enough for keeping yourself updated. I will now take this opportunity to felicitate our international guests, and I will ask the chief guest and Dr. Ajay Kumar to do the honors. We start with Dr. Andrew Fleming. Ravi and Tarun, these can be come all the way from Europe on behalf of the EAU, the new Secretary General, and we are very, very privileged to have him in India for the first time with his portfolio. Is that right? Yes, please.
You know, when I got your invitation, and under the pressure of Professor Porkha Dasgupta, I accepted. You know, you think about all the hours of flight and your wife, your significant other, saying, do you have to go there? What will I report back? A great team, a great meeting, and really a great, very innovative program. And I report back to my wife, it was worth it.
Thank you. Didn't you enjoy the Bengali food?
I do enjoy. I enjoy it, and I feel it next day.
Thank you very much. Khurshid Guru. Sir Simon, you're the main, you know.
Thank you so much for the invitation. It's always a pleasure to come back and see the enthusiasm of the people here and the whole kind of a meeting you run. Very innovative and very classy. Thank you.
He talks about our enthusiasm. I'll, with his permission or without his permission, I'll reveal 2 episodes. 5 years ago, he came to Calcutta, and he was so much in love with Calcutta, he went back to the US with 70 or odd broken records from Free School Street. He didn't know what Free School Street meant. He sat on the footpath, bought 75 records, of which he didn't have the money. So this was Khurshid Guru. Second ever. Now fast forward it. He comes back today and tells me that I went out hunting for the original Calcutta. And what does he do? The hotel authorities offers him plush cars to go. He first decided to go on the auto. Then he decided to go on the yellow cab. Then he decided to go on the underground and actually reached the KC Das office to have the Rasagulla. So that's Khurshid Guru. Raj Nair, now, please. Coming home, Raj.
Thank you very much for all the organisers, the faculty, all great talks today. And importantly, thank you all for coming, because a lot of effort's gone into the questions that you've been diligently answering. And I'm hopeful this will create some very nice some data and relationships. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've kept the hero till the last. And this is Simon Hughes. You cannot imagine, if you think Bengalis have the energy, I will not even start the process of describing Simon Hughes, the director of the Guy's Cancer Academy, who has been the backbone, along with Prakhar Dasgupta, helping me and us, constructing this program, guiding us through, and also the journal. It would not have been possible, Simon. Without you, don't think we've forgotten you. We've always reserved you as the last because you occupy a great space in our mind. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you. And thank you for having me back. It's great to see some old friends and also to make some new ones. You probably noticed the slide earlier of me being the international rickshaw racer that I love India. So it means a lot to me to come back here. And I'm so grateful for everyone's engagement in the consensus process as well. It's a start. But what my dream is that next year, when you're putting up the guidelines and you're quoting your guidelines ahead of the NCCN ones. So that's my view. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you for your support.